Hello, I'm standing here off Chorley New Road and we're taking this restricted byway which is called Old Hall Clough, at least for the start. And Old Hall Clough is the name of a stream that runs just to the west of here, and the footpath will eventually come to meet it more or less. But first of all, it's a straight walk up the road. Probably best to use pavement for the first bit. Yeah, lots of horse chestnuts here. If you want to come conker collecting at the right time of year, this is probably the best place to come. And where a road comes in from the left, just go straight on ahead. You will shortly pass the entrance to the private Beaumont Hospital off to your left, though you don't get a very good view of the building. But again, keep heading straight up the road. You do get a better view of the hospital where there's a second entrance near, just a bit further up the road to where it starts levelling out. Now where the woodland swings off to the right, you head straight up the path beside this house called Redvale. Yeah, it's still actually called Old Hall Clough at this point, but becomes less obvious a roadway. I must say I do like the mock Pio Tower we're passing on the left hand side here. And just past the last house on the left, you come to Old Hall Clough itself down to your left, and the path becomes a bit leafier and less tarmacked as you go on ahead. I have to be honest, haven't left myself too much daylight here, so I better get a move on, I think. And nice to report that just to the side is a little mini library box. I've never seen one of these quite like this before. It's a nice feature. Must admit nothing in it is particularly to my taste, but if you want a free Daniel Steele book, if he floats your boat, this is where to come. From the box, it's a steady climb up the lane until you find this junction marked by a low stone just off to your left. And this, you might recognise it from before in slightly better daylight. This is the junction of BOL 219 going down back towards Chorley Road through that farm where the guy tries to say it isn't a footpath, and BOL 218 which heads up towards Old Hall Farm. So that completes BOL 220. Right, I'm here on Somerton Road on the eastern outskirts of Breaknet, and we're here between number 41 and number 39 because this is BOL 223 leading down to a brook, and there should be a public footpath sign here, but there isn't. But let's go. As you get down towards the brook, the path swings off to the right. Now, here's where things get slightly funny. at the end of the path you hit this hedge, and this is actually the end of BOL 222, but the natural continuation is to go that way, but BOL 223 doesn't actually begin until you hit the bridge. This track is not a public right of way, but doesn't make any sense that it isn't, so we might as well keep the film running. Afternoon. Yeah, you can't really tell here, but yeah, this is the bridge, so we have actually just come to the end of BOL 223. It's only the short stretch over the brook, and to go any further takes us into Bury. Right, I'm standing here on Hertford Road, which is just off Somerton Road at the southern end of Brakemet, and we're starting here because across the road between numbers 14 and 16 is the start of BOL 224, and it gets quite complicated because it goes to a junction which isn't too clear on the ground, so this is a tricky one. This is actually my second attempt at getting it right, so it starts off perfectly clearly. Right, now at the bottom of this tarmac part you find a wide tarmac path which is now used as a cycle path, and it's the line of the old Bury Bolton Railway. Now, if you're going to be a fanatical purist about following 244, it doesn't actually follow the railway. You've got to turn right at this point, make a right-angled turn and plough your way through that, which I don't think many people are going to do, to be honest. So yeah, I think the idea is that you do take advantage of the old railway at this point, but not for too long. Yeah, then what you need to do is count 3 houses from your arrival on the cycle path. You count 3 houses on the right hand side, and when you get to the last one you have to turn into the woods to your left, and there is the vague hint of a track, but it should be more heading slightly to the right than this one's, if anything, heading slightly to the left. But that certainly does, yeah, there's a break in the trees here. This certainly does seem, well, it definitely is the right place. Let's see if we can get to the line of the path. Now you soon dip a little, and I have a feeling that what we're crossing now is the original track bed of the railway. I'm not sure that the cycle path is actually on the line of the railway, but yeah, I'm getting more confident that this is actually the right route. Now, oh, squirrel up there. And you have got some fallen branches blocking your way ahead. I think we'll have to skirt round these, because we should be approaching a four-way path junction very soon here. But again, I'm very uncertain we're going to be able to identify it on the ground. Yes, I think this point where you've got some old stonework on your left is the four-way junction. I think that footpath BOL 300 is off to your right. Footpath BOL 500 heads off there, somewhat indistinctly, and going forward where that tree is blocking the way, that's going to be footpath BOL 299, which carries on in the same direction to a junction with the much more pronounced path of BOL 302. Okay, so I might still be wrong, I might have to come back here, but for now, yeah, I think this is the right spot.